Today's episode is sponsored by our good friends at Famous Faces and Funnies, located in Melbourne, Florida. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, as well as our friends at Docking Bay 94, located in Boca Raton, Florida. Check us out on comicsandgames.com. As well as Ian Display and Accessories, the best stands for Hasbro, Kenner, Star Wars, and G.I. Joe, as well as Star Wars Black Series and G.I. Joe Classifieds. Remember, for all three, shipping is nationwide. Everyone's Christmas episode. Nothing but warm, fuzzy memories of Christmases past. Not here. Welcome to another exciting episode of Codename New 202. Hi, I'm your presenter, Shabu Are You. I'm sure I got your attention now. Today we are going to do another retro replay. Backed by popular demand, I'm going to feature Rumble Rose on PS2. Now, I had featured this on my channel's Facebook page, and people lost their freaking minds over the fact that this game actually existed. Of course it did. Think back to the late 90s and early 2000s, WWF or WWE, and even WCW. It was a teenage boy's wet dream. Girls in G-strings and silicone running amok. So, if everything else transfers to a video game, hey, why not this? It's funny. I doubt that such a game would exist today. Released in 2004, this game uses the same engine as the 2003 WWE SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Let me tell you right now, this game does not suck as bad as one might think. For a 2004 game, it's surprisingly decent. And of course, like you see, Konami is the producer of this game. So here we go with the intro. It's actually a really good cover of David Lee Roth's Yankee Rose song. I really like it. It really gets your juices going, so to speak. I don't know what juice is, but whatever. Now, the intro is going through all the cast of playable characters you're going to see, and surprisingly, there is a freaking storyline to this, and it's not bad. I mean, you can't take anything like this seriously, but there's heels and goodies, so it sticks with the WWF or wrestling format, and it's surprisingly entertaining. Now, if you're new to my retro replays, I purposely video this way, like we were back in the day when your buddies would come over and you would sit by next to each other on the big heavy CRT TV set, watching your buddy play the game. So I want to get that feel with you, like you're one of my buddies, which you are, and we're sitting and experiencing this nonsense together. And like I said, I'm going through the characters. I I haven't invested that much time to unlock all these characters or find the cheat codes for them. But I did find one where they wear bikinis. So I uploaded that and it's on here. But like I said, each character has a storyline, and the one I'm going to pick is Anastasia. Because of COVID and stuff, I figured let's get the naughty nurse. Might as well. And she's trying to create a super wrestling weapon. I don't know why, but she's kind of creepy. She's like, I'm going for donors. Like, listen.
What do I do with my collection? I'm glad you asked. I examine them to see whether there will be suitable donors. Every scientist needs her lab rats. Mine run around their cage to perfect Lady X. Jealousy, hatred, and humiliation. Those are the emotions that Lady X feeds upon. The doctor will see you now.
The one thing I don't miss from games of this era, whether it be Xbox, PS2, not so much Dreamcast, but it's the load time. But here there's the intro for Anastasia. This is hilarious. She has a thermometer in her mouth. Like I said, this game is supposed to suck, but the wrestling moves that you do, it's not just complete button mashing. I would say it's probably like spot on with the special moves you could do, and also when you do those moves, they're really ridiculous, but at the same time, they're it's not just button mashing. Of course, when you normally play this game, you just keep hitting start to bypass all of this huge introductions because they're actually kind of lengthy. Um, so they invest a lot of time into that, and the camera angles for it are also ridiculous. So if you want to laugh, well, here we go. Let's start this crazy. So I'm going against the sexy school teacher, a nurse versus a school teacher.
Oh gosh. Jesus Christ.
And she's kicking my ass right now. Oh, there I go. Like, these are all moves that I'm doing. They're combos, actually. So once you learn the combos, you get to do all of this. The grappling section of this is actually really good. Like, once you got like in wrestling, once you get your opponent's arm, you could do various different holds on. Whoa, what uppercut. That hurts. Ooh, kicked out. So you have your life bar on the upper top of it, as you could see, but the secret is to like beat the shit out of your opponent and then finish her off with one of the special moves. And again, I've done this move and they have different camera angles. But the funny thing is the heart thing, if you see, it sounds like a bunch of farting. What more would an adolescent boy want? You got farts, boobs, rock and roll, I don't know. Here we go. 1, 2, and oh, kick out. Miss Spencer is putting up a fight, and I just gave her some sweet chin music. You'll see when the option for the special move starts flashing on your side, it's telling me to hit L1. So you got to time this perfectly in order to execute it.
Another lesson. Another lesson. Anesthesia will numb the pain. Ha!
Finally. Victorious. Well, she put up quite a fight. So now we're going to load in for the story.
Why, hello. Oh. Wow. I must admit, this is the first time I've met a real ninja.
You are no mere nurse.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know what you're sniffing around for, but you'd better not interfere, dog. The Japanese government is onto me. Looks like it's time to get busy.
With that victory aside, now we're going into the mud wrestling segment of our adventure. Oh my gosh. You guys are in for a treat. This is absolutely ridiculous. But look how instantly they get clean. So they get dirty, and then suddenly the mud just vanishes after a while. Now I'm beating up the baby face in this match. I can't believe. Here's the thing, like, your expectations are at the bottom of the barrel to begin with when you play this. So anything like it's like dealing with JoJo the Idiot Circus Boy. So if JoJo is coherent at the slightest level, that's a victory. And that's how I feel about this game. It's playable, it's actually entertaining, it's something to not take seriously, and it's a hoot. I don't think it's anything for women's liberation, but at the same time, it is what it is. And because it uses that WWE SmackDown engine, you'll get surprised on some of the moves that are being executed and how they are a lot like in real world. Like, here's a finger four leg lock that Ric Flair is known for. I am not a hardcore wrestling fan. I was when I was a kid. I mean, I love the Macho Man and, Ultimate Warrior and Honky Tonk Man and all those crazy characters from the 80s, and I did watch, I love D-Generation X and NWO, but then after that, I wasn't really interested in the smut aspect of the WWE Attitude Era. I didn't get it. Like, what was the point of having Sable in a bikini contest? What the hell is the point of that? And I was in college when that era was going through. Here we go with the finishing move.
Get it through your head. Effort and ambition mean nothing in this world.
I can't believe I lost to someone like you. I wish I was stronger.
Good. Let that frustration smolder a bit until it bursts into searing flames. That's it. Wonderful. You'll make a fine donor. Your wish is my dream come true.
Of course, I had to pick the pretty girl that is absolutely insane for this playthrough. But anyway, that's Rumble Rose on the PS2. Again, this was made by Konami, so a bunch of Japanese programmers made this game. So remember, keep that in mind. And remember, this is from an era that even had China on Playboy. God, what the hell? So this was a totally fucked up era. But again, it's actually an inexpensive game, and it's actually fun for shits and giggles. It's as cheesy as it is playable and it's enjoyable. It's nothing but a good laugh. So I'm glad you were here on this holiday to laugh it up with me and to have a little bit fun in this retro playthrough. We'll see you in the next episode and going back into doing a comic recap of the Paul Lord G.I. Joe comics. This is Shabu Are You signing off.